CI/CD workflow. So, this workflow will help us understand the working methodology of CI/CD, right. So, this is the one simple diagram to explain how continuous integration. I am talking only about CI part. I think you remember we are having two parts here, right. Continuous integration is this side and continuous delivery and deployment is on this side, right. So, integration is only about merging the multiple feature branches into the main branch. So, what is the workflow of CI alone, continuous integration alone? How is that CI working, right? That we will try to understand. So, right, the workflow from developers checking in their code to its automated build, test and final notification of the build status. Okay, you will write the code. Once you write the code, right, you have to check in your code, automatically you have to build it. You will click the button of automatic building, then it will do the testing. If everything is okay, it will tell you what is the status of build in the CI, right. So, here you see the developer writes the code, then I use some CI tool which will help me to build the application from the source code, right. Run the automated test. It will run the automated test whether the code which you have written has some syntactical error or semantical error or not. That will be verified. If there is some error, it will alert you that some variables are missing, some changes are to be made. If everything is okay, right, it will send it to the maintainer or the developer will merge the changes, right. Then the application is ready for deployment, right. So, what it tells here, what is this stages in this? First phase, developer will write the code. Okay, it means once he will write the code, he will add a new feature, they push the code to the GitHub. Okay, the code will be pushed to the GitHub. Then I will use some Jenkins or GitHub tool to build the application and it will automate the testing. If some problem is there, we will inform back to the developer. If everything is okay, right, if all the test cases pass, then we will the developer will merge the code to the main branch, right. The developer will merge the code to the main branch. So, this process is about merging the feature branch to the main branch, okay, feature branch to the main branch. So, once everything is okay, then we will do the merge of that small feature branch here, right. This is my feature branch, I want to merge it to the main branch. Once I do that, it is ready for deployment, means now we can use it for deploying in the real time. Okay. So, basically this CI, continuous integration, acts as a quality checker. You can say it like that. Quality checker means whatever code you have written, whether it is properly working or not, whether it has some issues or not, that is being checked automatically, right. So, continuous integration is required because it will ensure, it makes sure that only the correct and tested code is merged. Okay. If you have not properly tested it, if you have not properly written the code, it will not allow you to merge. Okay. So, that is the purpose of this CI part, continuous integration. So, when a developer commits their code to a version control system like Git, the CI pipeline starts. Once you commit the code, okay, then the CI pipeline starts. It takes the new changes from the staging environment, builds the project and runs test automatically. Okay. After that, the server tells the developer if adding the new code to the existing code worked or failed, right. You made some changes, that is what, no, I think you remember how the Git workflow happens. What we do, from the working directory we bring it to the staging area, we bring it to the staging area. From here, what all changes I have made, only those changes are highlighted here. These changes I will take it and then add it to the local repository. So, right, the CI pipeline will start from here. It will take the new change, build the project, add it to the existing one and run the test automatically. After that, the server tells whether by adding these new changes, whether the code worked properly or failed, right? So this is CI workflow. But when I merge CI and CD completely, let's understand both CI and CD together. Okay, right? So we have seen how continuous integration automates the process of building, testing, and packaging the source code. Right? After the CI step, the code is deployed to a staging environment. In the staging environment, it undergoes further automated testing such as acceptance testing or regression testing. Once the tests are successful, the code is deployed to the production for final release. If the production deployment is manual, it is continuous delivery. If it is automated, it is continuous deployment. Right? If the deployment is manual, it is delivery. And if it is automated, it is deployment. Right? So let's see the diagram of CI/CD. Okay. See, so this phase is CI part, and this phase is my CD delivery, and this is my continuous deployment. Right? So sorry, continuous integration, building, testing. Okay, and then I will do acceptance testing, then deploy it to the staging. I deploy it to the production. If I deploy it to production manually, it becomes continuous delivery, and then we do some smoke test. And if the deployment is automatic, then it becomes continuous deployment. Right? So what we do in smoke test here, right? In smoke test, basically after production, okay, once the feature is added and deployed to the users, right, we will do some kind of a testing. We will do a quick checking whether app is opening or not, whether login is working properly or not, existing things are they working properly or not, right? That small test we will do after the production, because when you were testing, everything was okay, right? But once you deployed it in the live environment, you will go back to the live application and you will be checking whether login is there or not, something is missing or everything is working fine or not. Those parts will be tested there in the, what we say, the smoke test. Basically some companies or some projects follow this smoke test. Once you deploy something, you will just go back to the live application and see whether everything is working fine or something is missing after making it live. Is there any problem in that or not? That is being verified here, right? So this is about the CI/CD, right? I hope you understood the difference between the deployment and the delivery, right? In delivery, we try to deploy it manually. We say yes, please proceed, manual deployment, right? Whereas in deployment, we don't tell anything; it is automatically and it happens continuously. Right. So this is about the CI/CD workflow, right? The different steps it goes through for deploying an application.